stream, and in this video I am going to be playing Dreams for the PlayStation 4. Dreams is a creativity tool that allows you to create your own 3D models, characters, games, objects. If you can dream it, you can make it in Dreams. I've been recently trying to create parts for an idle clicker game, or really parts that anybody can use to make their own idle clicker game. So that's what I'm most hype about and what I'll probably be focusing on for the most part during the stream. I know my friends Kaylee and Kratos are really excited because Project Genesis is holding a huge community jam where the winner could receive $100 for first place, and then I think like $75 for like second place or something like that, and then $25 for third place. It's something along those lines. But everybody's really psyched about it. I think I may or may not participate in that community jam. It all depends. We'll see. Right now, I am getting the stream's live chat set up on my computer. That way I'll be able to keep track with what you guys are saying. Just in case the PlayStation 4 live chat clonks out for any reason. Last time I messed around with Dreams probably wasn't on air. So let me look at this. I think this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm working on. Okay. So I'm trying to make it where... Fuck, I'm trying to figure out how to explain what I'm building to anyone who hasn't seen what I'm building so far. It should be simple to explain. Let me put it in test mode and see if that makes it easier to explain. Okay, so I have an auto clicker in the environment, and that's what's causing the score to continually go up. There are different costs that this can generate, and what I'm trying to do is make it where whenever you click on this block, it pays the cost. So right now the cost is 1, so it would subtract 1 from my total score, and then it would multiply the cost by 10, jumping it up from a cost of 1 to a cost of 10. Right now it works, but it doesn't work exactly the way it should, because what it's going to do is, instead of subtract 1, it's going to subtract 10, because the cost is being multiplied by 10 at the same time the cost is being subtracted from the score. So right now the score is 106, I click it, it went down by 10, not by 1, and then the cost went up to 10. So I just need to set up order of operations, and this should work properly. Yo guys, hello, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? It's always good to see you, my guy. How's your day today? Let's see. Also, don't forget to smash that like button, really appreciate it. And if you haven't seen the rap videos on the channel yet, I'd highly recommend checking those out. Now, my current issue is I don't know exactly how to set up order of operations. Fuck yeah. Like for this particular problem, I need a way to tell it, do this first and then do this. But if I have too strong of a delay between the two actions, the action won't go off in time. So right now I'm like womp womp, womp 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 womp, womp 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 womp. Part of what I'm thinking about to solve the problem would be to just set the cost lower. So right now, the way that I have it set up is that it multiplies the cost by 10. But I'm like, if I set the cost to like 0.1 or something, it would do the same thing, right? And it would work properly even with this kind of like fucked setup. Because what I would do is I would set the cost to 0.1, then when you click it, it multiplies it by 10, which sets it to 1 and subtracts 1 from the score, which is what I would want. And then the next time I click it, it would set it to 10 and subtract 10 from the score, which is also what I want. So then I think about it, I'm like, do I really want to go through the trouble of setting up order of operations in this bitch? Or do I just want to, like, take the easy way out, but it makes it a little bit harder to use? Because I think that is a fair question. Let me check the little like readme that I wrote for this. Oh, that's not how I wanted to check the readme. Pop that open. Attach this gadget to a grabbable object when your score is greater than or equal to the cost. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, because that's going to make it where you can immediately purchase the first thing, but not really. Oh, goodness. Like, I really need to figure out, I guess, order of operations, just to make it easier for, like, other people to use. Godzilla. Oh, Cowboy said, F you, Godzilla. So why are you upset, Cowboy? Why are you upset with Godzilla? Also, welcome to the stream, Cowboy. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy and do any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? I guess I have an idea. If I get rid of this cord and I get rid of this cord, and then I take a node, I guess. Give me a node. And then that node going up, up. I just realized I'm doing it backwards. Yeah. This needs to go first. Then these need to go off. So I think I understand what I need to do. I may be wrong though. But I would put a node here. Cowboy said BYR. I don't know what that means. Let's see. And then plug that into here. Godzilla said, why? I also am curious why. Okay. Let's test to see if that works. Do 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 do. Do 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 scoboo. Do 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 do. These nuts. Oh no, that didn't work at all. Cost got set to 0? Nani the fuck? Hold on. Reverse. Start time. Oh, it didn't subtract or anything. Nope, I broke the whole thing. Okay. So let's see if we can fix that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I just need this. I need this to trigger that. I wonder if I can set it minus the thing and it sends some kind of... I need to, like, chain. I just don't know exactly how to do that. Like, how do I make it where one event specifically happens before another event when it comes to logic? Because all the logic is set up like chips. And right now, what's causing these things to trigger is when this OR gate goes off. It's triggering all of those logic chips at once. But I need those logic chips to go off, and then those logic chips to go off. They all have to go off after the OR, but it needs to be in a specific order. Well, let's see. Do. Do. I'm still trying to ascertain how this will work. I could potentially have it turn on a switch, and then that switch turns on these things, I guess. But then I would need something to reset the switch afterwards. That would also have to be triggered by the switch. So that would probably be a counter. I still don't know if that's a good idea. If only Kratos or Kaleg were available for communication, they might know what to do. I feel like Kratos would say use timelines, to which I would say that sounds gross, and I feel like there's probably a better way to do it. Since timelines are like for music and animation, not necessarily for this. Not saying that they can't be used for this, I guess. I honestly don't know if a timeline can be used for this. I would essentially say, yeah, it's really weird how they're represented on timelines. Technically, if timelines work, you would do this. Because you would have the multiplication happen before the subtraction or whatever. If I understand it correctly. Okay. Let's see if that made any sense. Well, kind of screwed over the cost. Cost didn't get multiplied by shit. Actually went to 0. Get rid of that shit. Okay. Order of operations. Gotta figure out the order of operations. Like, I know what order they need to be in. I just don't know how to do that. In programming, you normally could do like lines. So it would be like the line before it is the one that says subtract from score, and then the line after it is like multiply by cost. But in this visual programming, it's almost like I need a delay, but I'm afraid that if I have a delay, it'll mess up the thing. Maybe a counter. Maybe a counter is what I need. Godzilla said, it's raining so hard outside. I hope everything's alright. It sounds like you're having some inclement weather. I see Godzilla said, it has been sunny for so long. Are you glad that the rain has come? He said, I kind of welcome the rain. That's good to hear. Sounds like good news. Good news. I was originally going to do a video talking about these superheroes do not exist today. And it's not that I don't want to do a video about that today. It's more that I may not have time. Because I ended up doing 2 rap videos today, and now I'm doing this dream stream. This may or may not work. Because it has to hit the counter first. Wait, fuck. Lee. Okay. Now I know what I need to do. Not the other thing. I plugged the wires into the wrong one. Um, Also, hold on. I keep doing these like weird, well, I keep making these weird decisions. Here we go. That's what I meant to do the first time. Okay. One of those two chords is not the one that I want. I imagine it's this one that's like curving around. There we go. Okay. Let's see if this makes any sense. Gazelle said, "Oh yeah, Heart of Heroes." He said, "I started a new story called An Unwelcome Surprise, where Aethelak is trying to find the monster hunters to say how he thinks his great enemy is coming back from the dead. So you're trying to bring back King Thunderbird. That sounds like that could potentially be interesting. I'm excited to see where that goes." I worked on Infinite Voyage a little bit, the new like pirate book thing. I think it's still subtracting by 10. Even though it need only to subtract by 1. Yep. So it's still subtracting by 10. So what I've done doesn't make that go first. Because there isn't really anything that's assuring that this operation finishes before this operation begins. Well, actually, I hooked this one up to a counter, and then I hooked this one up. Yeah, there isn't really a... What I did didn't actually help, but maybe there is a better solution. What if this, the result, added to the counter? Yo, Nestor, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? If this added to the counter, then you couldn't multiply by the cost until after. Yo, Volt, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Then you couldn't multiply by the cost until after the subtraction was already taking place. I don't know if that's gonna work. Curious to see what happens. Jump back. Did that work? Hit play. Okay, the current score is 5. Current cost is 10. Oh shit, it just works now. Okay, well then we can do a big test. Ooh. Well, hold up, if I click it now, it shouldn't do anything. Yeah, okay, so the logic is working so far. Once it hits 100, I should be able to subtract, and it should only take 100 away. But it seems like I now have this working the way that it should work, which would be really good news, actually. These nuts. If this was like an actual clicker game, I could like help it get to that point. Yeah, it's working. Okay, that's cool. Right, now does as it's supposed to. I just had to use a counter in order to help enforce order of operations. Here we go. Everybody's running. The world is just so crazy. People work so hard. There's no time to be lazy. It's funny because that song is sung by Wayne Brady. Bleh, I got tongue tied. Okay, attach this gadget to a grabbable object. When your score is greater than or equal to the cost, the emitter inside the function microchip will activate. Instead of your score being reset to 0, I now will have it where your score will be I need to rephrase it. Okay. I can say your cost will be subtracted. I wanted to say suboptimal. I may have never written subtracted before, like on PlayStation. Let's see. Your cost will be subtracted from... Oh, why didn't I read this? Yeah, I could have read the README if I wanted to explain what I was trying to fix. That seems really obvious in hindsight. So now, attach this gadget to a grabbable object. When your score is greater than or equal to cost, the emitter inside the function microchip will activate. Your cost will be subtracted from your score, and cost will be multiplied by 10. It is advised to put an auto clicker in the emitter. Okay. Cool. So that's the README that people can use to understand what the hell this is supposed to do. And it also allows me to save on description space, because in Dreams you only have so many sentences to actually describe what your gadget does on the gadget page. So if you put a README in your device, you can go ham and describe as much as you want with no limit. So people open up your device and then they're like, what is all this bullshit? I don't know what any of this does. And then you look at the README, and if they hit the switch, and I guess if they also hit play, it puts the README text on their screen. But if they don't want to see it on their screen, they can always keep the switch off and then just hover their imp over it. I've seen a lot of people do READMEs like this before, but instead of having the switch, they just leave the open text displayer in it, and I don't like that. I'd rather that be a choice if I want the README text always up or not, which is why I have the switch there. People can pick to see whether or not they want their README text unnecessarily in the scene or not. Okay. So I'm glad that this now works the way that it should, because that will allow me to make some solid clicker games. Let's see. So I'm going to hit exit creation. Godzilla said, okay. Let's see. So I'm going to get rid of the work in progress part. Godzilla said the Mega Cat pictures are horrifying. Yep, that's the idea. Let's see. Refer to README for more information. I would say refer to README microchip inside this gadget for more information. Nice. Now I can go to point and click adventure essentials. And then for idle clicker abilities, you got 1.0, 1.1, and now I'm going to add 1.2, which is the best one. No one should use any of the other ones. They're just all here because I guess I made them all. And if anyone had already started using the kit, then they can use the old deprecated ones, I guess, if they want to. I mean, I could create a section in here that's literally just like deprecated functions, like functions that you probably shouldn't use anymore. Though technically, I wouldn't say that some of these are deprecated. Like 1.1, not 1.1, 1.0 works somewhat similarly to other stuff. So does this. Godzilla said, "Are there any Mega Cat characters?" I haven't created any additional Mega Cat characters yet. But if you would like to, feel free to. I mean, that sounds cool to me. Um, there was something I wanted to add. So I need to make an idle clicker button where you can pay cost, so similar to what you do for idle clicker ability 1.2. But not only will it pay cost by subtracting from your score, it'll then increase the amount of clicks you're able to do. Well, no, it increases the score increase you get from clicking. So it makes you better rather than you summoning auto clickers. Because I've noticed that a lot of games don't just have auto clickers that you can summon. You're also able to upgrade your own clicking. Ooh, sorry, excuse me. You're able to upgrade your own clicking ability to make your clicks more effective. You gain more score, or you deal more damage, depending on what kind of clicker game you're doing. But that would require me to change the onGrab function itself to be based on some kind of variable. So that would be the next thing I would do. So I need to make an updated version of the idle click. Yeah, so onGrab function idle click, remix, and right now it's open up. Yeah, right now it just modifies the score, but it doesn't modify the score by any particular variable. So I could put a variable in here. I could straight up call it like click mod or whatever. So it's called mod. By default, it can be set to 1. Let's see. And then, yeah, I can have it add the current value of click mod. And it should work identically to how it was working before. Except now there's a variable that represents what's going on. I noticed that there's an X here. That's not good. That's never good, actually. Does it not work like that? Like, can you not do that? Because normally you would want that to not be an X. You want it to be like a plug. Like, yeah, see that? That's like a good thing. That means you can do it. That is not a good thing. If this was set to like set, I tried to plug it in. As in like that either. They need to not let you plug it in if it can't, like if it doesn't work, rather than do the little X thing. But I'm pretty sure the X is bad. The X means that it won't do what I want it to do. I might be stupid though, so let's test it out anyways. Let's see, physical properties, set it to grabbable. I need to make a grabbable block. Just a thing that I've made. I use it to test like constantly. So I just need to make one that I can easily grab so I don't have to always make a block and then do the shit. Okay. I guess I need a score displayer in here because if I don't have a score displayer, it is of no use to me. Okay, so we have a score displayer which doesn't do anything without a score variable. So let's pop score in here. Let's go into modes, test mode, start time. I mean, that seems to be working fine. I don't see anything wrong with that. Volt said, what do you guys think of the art for Anima Avum? Oh shit, have you added some new stuff to Heart of Heroes? I just haven't like checked Heart of Heroes today. Like I mentioned earlier, today I've worked a little bit on Infinite Voyage. Beth and I are actually going to try and do some Heart of Heroes stuff tonight. So I'll definitely see the new Heart of Heroes stuff. I just haven't as of yet. But I'm definitely hyped. Yes, okay, it works. X's don't mean anything. I don't know why I thought X's meant anything. Got 'em. Gotham. D's nuts. Okay, so change it from 2 to 1. So 1 should be the default. Yeah, okay, so that's awesome. So now we have the new and improved clicker. I really need to do a video about Infinite Voyage at some point. Because I do think you guys will really like it, and I do think it's something that we could all work on together. It's essentially like another universe that I've like created for us to like potentially write collaboratively on. And so far, it's like 60 something pages. I think it's only like, I think it's closer to 70 pages now. But it's just something that I've been working on in my free time outside of Heart of Heroes. Right now, the main thing I want to do with Heart of Heroes is to try and tie everything together. Let's see. Volt said, yeah, a day or two ago I added them. Oh, I need to check that then. Let's see. Gazelle said, I saw them. He said, Mageborn Spirit Birds. That sounds kind of cool. Let's see. Godzilla said, you can have a little edgy emo burb. Interesting. Godzilla said, I'm in the mood to argue. Interesting. Volt said, the storm thing and a new species. Okay, I need to check that out. Oh, wait, you added a storm? Because I've also added a supernatural storm thing as well. Let's see. Godzilla said, or a flower burb, or whatever burb. Ryan said, hit me with a shit political take. I mean, I'm not really political, so asking the wrong guy. Godzilla said, dogs are better than cats. I'm more of a dog person, personally. Volt said, more like what happens when Mageborns die an extremely devil or noble death. An extremely evil or noble death? They turn into, like, bird things? What? When you suddenly realize that there are, like, probably really big repercussions to what he's talking about, because it'll affect characters when they die. Okay, I'm definitely interested now. Ryan said, no Jet, I'm the one in the mood. Then Volt said, nah. Let's see. Wait, what was I doing? I had succeeded in doing what I wanted to do, and I tested it. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to save what I had. Element, contraption, and this is going to be idle click 1.1. Let's see. Godzilla said, edgy, emo, evil birds. And then he said, so cute. Volt said, it won't affect anything. It sounds like it'll affect something. It sounds like a character's gonna die and come back as a bird. Godzilla said, or a little flower bird, so cute. He said, adorable birds, but they are magical. So let's see. I might need to put a readme in this. So let's open it up and let's pop in a readme. Let's see. Volt said they keep some of their magic, but not all of it, and can speak telepathically. So, like, instead of becoming ghost, they become birds. Volt said, just make sure you don't make a noble mageborn. Nobility? This is no nobility. Also, they're straight up like evil mageborn. Where's Kratos? There's a character now who wants to kill Kratos' character, like who has like a solid vendetta against him, who's actually like training to kill him. And I don't think Kratos knows about it because I don't know if Kratos has read about it yet. So I want to tell him about it. What did I want to do here? I want to add readmes. Help text readme. There we go. So here's a readme. Okay, attach this gadget to a grabbable object. When the, well, it wouldn't be the, when said object is grabbed, the score is increased by the value of mod. There we go. Let's see, Volt said, I actually need Kratos' help with something in Unreal Engine 2. So yeah, where the fuck is Kratos? I didn't expect you to say that, but that makes sense. Let's see. I know that Kratos is hyped for the community jam. There's like a $200 community jam in Dreams, where if you make like a really good horror game, you could win like a good bit of money. I know that Kratos was interested in doing like a collab for it where we work together on it. I'm pretty sure Kaylee's going to try and submit something to the community jam. I've mainly just been chilling. My main thing is that I want to make enough stuff for people to use to make an idle game. Excuse me. Okay. So now I need a like an idle clicker click enhancement, I guess. .1. It's just better than the original. It does like the same shit, but it's just better. Now all the little hexagons are weird, but it'll work. Oh, but what is the thing you need help with in Unreal Engine? Let's see. I'm trying to see if I want to, like, kill those other two. Because I'm not sure if they're really needed. One of them is fine. It maybe just needs, like, a rename. Because it's more like Ascension than anything. It's, like, considered a different thing from an ability. Let's see. Yeah, it emits an auto clicker, which is what it's supposed to do. And that sets score to 0 and multiplies the cost by 10. Yep, this is like the Ascension mechanic. I'm not even sure if I would need to change the README or anything. Volt said, I'm having a problem adding a reload animation. I've tried so many different ways, but none of them seem to work. Interesting. I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully Kratos is able to help with that. When your score is greater than or equal to cost, the emitter inside the function microchip will activate. Your score will be reset to 0 and will be multiplied by 10. It is advised to put an auto clicker in the emitter. Yeah, so this is essentially what the ascension function would be. It would give you like a really powerful auto clicker or some shit. And I guess if I really wanted to improve it, maybe it also like multiplies your mod or something. I'm not sure if it should multiply your mod or not. It could reset you back to 0, but it just gives you a really good auto clicker, like a really strong auto clicker that'll help you like breeze through shit. It almost seems like it should do like one of the two. It should either make your clicks really powerful, or it should give you a really good auto clicker, or you could potentially do both. It sounds like it needs variations on itself. That could be nice. But I didn't make any real changes to it, so don't save. Volt said, once the Jerry project is finished, I hope to add a multiplayer function where you battle in free-for-all. That sounds pretty cool. I think that could be interesting for sure. I need to change it from idle clicker ability to like idle clicker like ascension. And it would be 1.0. So that might need to be like its own category. Let's see, Godzilla said Jerry video game. Let's see. Doot, doot, doot. There we go. So it sets you back to 0, but it gives you really good stuff. Bow, bow. A really good auto clicker. So now I need one that modifies like click ability. Volt said, I was thinking of adding George the Hungry as a playable character for Godzilla, but I wanted his okay first. I imagine Godzilla will be hyped, but we will see. He is here, so we'll be able to hear his opinion soon. Godzilla said, yes, do that. There we go. Godzilla's down. Earlier my back was bothering me, and now I'm sitting in this chair. And this chair is notorious for fucking up backs. So now I'm all the way over here, trying to save my back. Ryan knows what I'm talking about. These, like those little chairs are like horrible for that. But I think I might have fucked up my back a little bit while exercising today. Let's see. Volt says, it has been decided for me. Dun 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 dun. I mean, that's good to hear. I'm glad that you're excited to add George the Hungry. Let's see. So right now, I want to create a remix of on grab function idle clicker ability 1.2. And for this remix, I'm going to pop it open. And this stuff seems right. The main thing that I would change, Volt said he'll look like a box-shaped reptile with skinny arms and legs. Nice. Sounds like the bloke we know and love. Let's see. So instead of emit auto clicker, because it won't do that, it will increase mod by 1. Like right now, it subtracts 1 from score. But what we're going to want to do, well, really it subtracts cost from score, which makes sense actually. It should do that. Wait a minute, but A gets its value from score. Oh, It looks like I need a score modifier. Or no. I don't need a score modifier. Fuck that. Well, no, I need a score modifier. Never mind. I need a score modifier. It's gonna be called mod. Godzilla said, but he has blue horns, so maybe his arms can be blue, and you can tell, and you can call them horns. He said, but I like shooting with his feet. And then Godzilla said, lol. Bolt said, then no arms, he'll shoot with his feet. Oh, I must have missed some other stuff you guys said. Because I suddenly realized I had no context for what was going on. Let's see, Godzilla said, George the Hungry does not have arms, but sure. Let's see. Bolt said, at least that's how I imagine George the Hungry. He said that no arms, so shoot from his feet. Okay, cool. That sounds interesting. Okay. So the variable modifier will be called mod. Let's pop that sucker in there. Okay. So it'll be a getter. And then everything that's plugged into this should now be plugged into this. And then we'll clone this mod getter, and we'll use it to create a mod setter, because I'm pretty sure that this is a score setter. Yeah. And we'll move this chord over here. Perfect. And then we will move this chord over here. Okay. And now we would go to the README. Let's see. When your score is greater than or equal to cost, the emitter inside the function microchip will activate. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, cool. Not everything related to score had to change. Like, it's not using mod as its currency now or anything like that. So I don't know why I got rid of all the score-based things. Okay. So now, I mean, you can rename it mod and shit. And you can reset it to be like a getter and stuff like that. Well, no, it wouldn't be a getter. It just sets. So here's the thing that I need to do. I just need to add... Oh gosh, this might actually be kind of like more complicated than I thought it would be. I need to add cost to this. But it's the same problem we had before, where you have to add cost to this before cost is multiplied by a bunch of shit, which I guess isn't the craziest thing in the world. You set it as a setter, you set it to plus. Yeah, I don't think that it'll be that hard. You take cost, you just plug it in as the operation value. And then we copy this power source, and we just plug it in here. This should happen before that happens, just because of everything else that we've programmed. Also, is the live chat still working? Yeah, it looks like it is. I might try and get something for my birthday on the PlayStation Store. So I'll probably do that after the stream. Volt said test. Thank you, Volt, for posting up that test. Truly appreciate it. So I am going to test this now. I need to pop in a score displayer, and I need to pop in a auto clicker. Let's get that auto clicker in here. There we go. And then we need a test cube. I still need to just make a test cube that I can always just pop in. I say it a lot, but then I always think it's silly because I'm like, it's not hard to make a test cube. But if I just made one, I never have to like think about it again. Excuse me. Oh, duh. I was like, I definitely messed up. So I forgot to actually drop score in here. Okay. Now let's go into modes, test mode, hit that play button. Reverse. I don't have an equivalent to mod. Like, I have a variable modifier for mod in here, but mod is not a variable that exists. So I'm like, how on earth would I be able to watch to see if mod got edited appropriately? This potentially could be another order of operations problem that I would have to solve. But at least I know that you use counters to solve order of operation problems, rather than something like a timer. Because I noticed that timers would always throw off like how a device works. I didn't mean to scoot it like that. Also, I should do a video about these superheroes do not exist, either later tonight or tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. I will be ending the stream soon, probably after I verify whether or not this works. Dang it. So, order of operations didn't work. Well, it's not that it didn't work, I just really didn't set it up. Gazelle said, okay. So, I thought that if it got its power at the same time that all those other things got their power, that this would go off before that. Well, before this chain. Which I don't think is even like a weird thing to think, right? Because, yeah, that actually is kind of weird. Why is it that this goes off after it's been multiplied by 10, when it should be going off at the exact same time that the subtraction happens? Like, these should be like equivalently timed on the stack, and then the multiplication should happen afterwards, because it needs to wait for the counter to run before it even like receives its power. So, and this doesn't have to wait for the counter. This just gets its power directly. That's quite peculiar. I'll probably ditch this for now. Right now, there's technically already enough for someone to make an idle game. The only thing I haven't really added is a way for people to spend points in order to increase their click modifier. But I can try and work on that, like maybe tomorrow, maybe another day. I want to do more stuff about Infinite Voyage because I want to tell you guys about that. I want to do more stuff about Heart of Heroes. And I want to do more stuff about This Superhero Does Not Exist. So maybe tomorrow I'll try and focus on more of those things. And also, of course, do the rap that Aiden and I are going to be doing. Because Aiden and I are doing raps every day of the week. So definitely check those out. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your extra friend, your boy, Jet Black the one and only, logging out. Peace, guys. Chickadee.